What's good, my Broad Street Bullies Fantasy Football? Y'all know the deal. Like and subscribe. Look, man. So we all just seen DeAndre Hopkins signed to the Titans, and I seen some memes on the internet and stuff about how DeAndre Hopkins ruined his career. Well, I don't need to care about all that other stuff because I'm going to bring to you what I think my opinion is from a fantasy football perspective. DeAndre Hopkins, he posted a tweet saying that he would retire when he can't drop 1,000 yards anymore. And the last 2 years, he has not dropped 1,000 yards, but he has been injured and everything like that. But if DeAndre Hopkins is fully healthy, he will be a serviceable wide receiver. Now, will I draft him on some of my teams? Maybe some of them, depending on what leagues I'm in, maybe the free or the pay leagues, deep leagues. I could take DeAndre Hopkins, at a good value and have a serviceable number one wide receiver. But I think this affects Treylon Burks as well. But I think it affects him in a good way because if you have Treylon Burks truthers out there, I'm not a Treylon Burks truther, but I do believe that he's going to have a solid season this year. I don't know if I'm seeing breakout, but I do think the potential is there for him to break out. So from a fantasy football perspective, you add DeAndre Hopkins to the mix, and that creates another wide receiver that can take attention away from Treylon Burks. If Treylon Burks indeed does break out, I think it has to be if DeAndre Hopkins is healthy. Like, if DeAndre Hopkins is fully healthy 100%, or he plays at least, let's say, 12 games, maybe he missed 5. Let's give him 11 to 13 games. If he plays 11 to 13 games and Treylon Burks himself is healthy for most of them games, I do believe that there will be an energy that they will both give off that will help each other out. DeAndre Hopkins is a taller wide receiver on the linkier side. I think he's like 6'3", I think like 200 something pounds, 215 something, but he's fast, linky, can make any catch. If I'm wrong on them that weight and height, y'all can correct me, I don't care. Treylon Burks is on the bigger side as well. His draft comparison when he came in was to AJ Brown. So if you have them two wide receivers feeding off of each other, there's no reason why they can't feed off each other to make each other have serviceable seasons. And then you have, you still have the tight end, I can't pronounce his name, but the tight end from Tennessee that's on his second year, and you still have Derrick Henry. So, if Derrick Henry in the run game is gone, that can open up the play action pass game for DeAndre Hopkins and Treylon Burks. And Tennessee Titans, they're a run-heavy team, but you can see that they're trying to give Tannehill more weapons. Tannehill himself is on a make-or-break year. I think regardless of how this year happens, Tannehill can lead them to the playoffs and the playoff win. The Titans, in my opinion, are still going to move on. The only way the Titans don't move on is if the impossible happen and Tannehill leads this team to a Super Bowl victory. And then, I can see them, locking down with Tannehill. But the Titans are done with Tannehill. But they did give him another weapon just to see if he can prove, that they want to continue to go on with him. At least they didn't hang him out to dry. But the way I see the season, DeAndre Hopkins was brought as a clear message to Ryan Tannehill, because Ryan Tannehill, he's on the hot seat. And this offense, they're expecting DeAndre Hopkins to make this offense not the best offense in the NFL, but an offense that doesn't have to struggle and rely on the run so much. So I do think from a fantasy football perspective that DeAndre Hopkins will probably have a solid season based on his health. He probably will get his 1,000 yards. The Titans have to up the passing volume, and it seems like they plan to do that with DeAndre Hopkins, bringing DeAndre Hopkins in. And DeAndre Hopkins, if he's healthy and Treylon Burks healthy, the Tennessee Titans could be an offense we look at in fantasy football, and it can help us out this season. I know people still going to draft Derrick Henry, but most, me personally, I'm being smart on Derrick Henry. Like he's getting up there in age for redraft leagues, redraft leagues. Like I'll take him 1 year, but I won't take him. I probably more than likely won't take him in the first round. Like I don't see myself taking Henry in the first 2 rounds. I can see scenarios where Henry fall during redraft season. Like I can see him falling as late as the 4th round. But like if he falls 3rd round, 4th round, and let's say like my it's 3rd round, and I have like a wide receiver, tight end, or let's say a wide receiver, running back, whatever, then I could probably get another running back. But we'll see how that goes. But just overall, back to Treylon Burks and Diondre Hopkins. Diondre Hopkins makes the offense of the Tennessee Titans a little bit better. Seems like they're trying to open it up just a little more. And they have to, because the Titans, they're on the AFC. So they play a lot of powerhouse teams with mobile QBs that can open it up. So they need to be able to compete too. We're going to see, though. But I do think, DeAndre Hopkins signing with the Titans, I think is a solid move for him. I think it's going to be more solid than what people think right now. People will look at the Titans and they say, oh, they're the Titans, they're going to ruin careers and stuff. I never, like, the Titans never really had that rep when it came to ruining careers. It was always the Detroit Lions, but I guess now it's the Titans' turn. No, but look, that's all I got to say. All I'm saying, I'm going to finish up what I'm saying. All I'm saying is Treylon Burks and DeAndre Hopkins might be able to feed off each other. So I still think, you shouldn't be people that, they should still draft Treylon Burks. Like I'm still going to draft Treylon Burks in some of my leagues, depending on, if he fall, whatever happens. But I will have a couple Treylon Burks shares here and there amongst my leagues. So look, DeAndre Hopkins, I think it's a good spot for him. I think it's solid. Will I draft DeAndre Hopkins on some teams? Maybe. But I do think he's in a solid spot for fantasy football purposes. That's all. But like and subscribe. I'll be dropping more videos. If you want to, join my Facebook page, Broad Street Bullies Fantasy Football. I still have pay and free leagues. I still, remove inactive members and stuff like that. So like and subscribe. Follow the page. All right, I'm out.